Let's be real. A lot of guys completely underestimate how much their thrusting style can make or break the experience. Good sex isn't just about lasting long or going hard. It's about rhythm, timing, and actually tuning in to what's happening in the moment. Get it wrong, and she might feel underwhelmed or even uncomfortable. But get it right, and you'll leave her thinking about it long after it's over. That's what we're diving into today. I'm going to walk you through 5 simple but game-changing moves that can completely shift the way you move in bed. These aren't complicated tricks. They're ways to help her feel more, make the connection stronger, and give both of you an experience that's unforgettable. 1. Slow down and let it build. One of the most common mistakes guys make is starting out way too fast and too hard. It looks hot in porn, sure, but in real life, it often feels uncomfortable for women, especially at the beginning. Her body needs time to warm up. The vaginal canal expands gradually, and if you rush, it can cause friction or even pain. Instead, think of it like a build-up. Start slow. Let her body meet your rhythm. Begin with shallow, teasing movements, then slowly increase the depth and intensity as she opens up and gets more turned on. That patience pays off. She'll feel every inch of you more clearly, and the pleasure will build naturally instead of being forced. 2. Learn to read her body. This is a skill that separates average lovers from unforgettable ones. Before you even think about speed or depth, pay attention to her signals. Her breathing, the way her hips move, the way she grips or arches her back. These are all her body's way of telling you exactly what's working. The key is to get out of your own head. Stop worrying about performance or what's next. Be fully present. If she leans in, tightens around you, or moans deeper, that's your green light to keep going. If she shifts away or stiffens, ease up. When you move in sync with her, the whole thing starts to feel less like sex and more like a rhythm you're both creating together. 3. Master the art of teasing. Now that you know how to read her body, it's time to talk about control. Teasing isn't just playful. It's one of the most powerful tools you can use to turn up her desire. When a woman's body is building toward pleasure, slowing down or pulling back at the right moment can make her crave it even more. Think of it like edging. Pressing pause right before the wave crests. When you ease off, her body starts yearning to feel that sensation again. And when you give it back, it hits twice as hard. Here's how to do it right. When you've found that sweet rhythm and she's melting into it, pull back slightly. Ease into shallow, slower strokes. Watch closely. She'll start shifting, arching, or even begging for more. That's when you know you've got her locked in. But here's the golden rule. Don't tease when she's seconds away from climax. That will break the moment and kill the mood fast. Teasing works best earlier on, when the tension is still simmering, and anticipation can build to something explosive. 4. Switch up your rhythm. If you move the same way for too long, the sensation dulls. Repetition is the enemy of great sex. That's why changing your rhythm is key. Play with tempo. Mix deep, deliberate strokes with light, teasing ones. Pay attention to the moment. What position you're in, how close you both are, how her body is reacting. In the beginning, go slow. Let each movement feel intentional. As things heat up, build into stronger, deeper thrusts, especially in positions where you can really control the pace, like doggy style. Then ease off again. Think of it as waves. Build, peak, pull back, build again. That ebb and flow keeps her nerve endings alive, keeps her mind in the moment, and makes the entire experience feel unpredictable and intense. 5. Grinding. The secret most guys overlook. Here's something that separates a good lover from an unforgettable one. Grinding. Most guys focus only on the in and out motion, but real magic happens when you stay deep and move your pelvis against hers. Grinding stimulates parts of her anatomy that thrusting alone often misses, especially the clitoris and labia. The clitoris isn't just a small external spot. It has internal extensions that wrap around the vaginal entrance. When you grind, you're pressing and rubbing against those areas, creating full body pleasure. Missionary and cowgirl are perfect positions for this. Stay close. Keep the pressure steady, but gentle. It's not about slamming, it's about connection and rhythm. Grinding also gives you more control. If you're close to finishing, you can slow down and switch to grinding to ride the wave without losing the moment. For her, it's a deeper, more intense kind of stimulation. For you, it's a way to last longer and leave her completely undone. Bonus tip: the emotional connection that changes everything. Here's something most men overlook. Great sex isn't just about technique, it's about connection. When a woman feels safe, desired, and emotionally in tune with you, everything changes. Her body opens up, her arousal builds faster, and the experience becomes unforgettable. Even in something casual, that emotional spark turns a moment into something she'll replay in her mind long after it's over. It's not about fancy words or forced romance, it's about how present you are, how you touch her like she matters, how you make her feel seen. That's the real secret most men never learn. So remember, start slow, read her body, tease, switch up your rhythm, grind, and never forget the power of emotional connection. When you bring all of this together, rhythm, control, and genuine presence, you stop being just another guy. You become the one she remembers. If this resonated with you, stay close. I'll be back with more real talk, more insight, and the kind of guidance that actually makes a difference in bed and beyond. This is where real skill starts, not in tricks, but in understanding.